And we're up. By the way, Melty, you guys leveled up last session.
I don't know what happened last session.
I'm gonna go into it. I'm gonna go into it beforehand, so I'll explain what happened. There was fighting. People died. I'll give a more formal explanation. Well, actually, I think this is going to be everyone that's going to be here today, so we can go ahead and start. As
Right.
you guys should go ahead and actually pop on to Roll20. As Mar draws Angry Winged Cthulhu.
I don't know.
And it's gone.
Oh, you killed Cthulhu! He's hiding in the darkness.
I am a god.
Besides the very tiny tip of his wing.
And I'm going to do it again.
Why are there so many Huses?
Arcus, enough! You're dead, man.
Huse learned the spell of multiplication.
I mean, there are a few spells that will let you do stuff like that. Anyway, let's hop into session.
Alright, let's do it.
Gonna pull up some music. Alright. So. Oh, wait, I realized. Okay, there we go. Wait, no, that was... There we go. Okay, so last time. You guys spent the night in Mushar's miscellaneous missions. Hughes and Rathnesh had a small conversation before switching places and keeping watch. And in the morning, some guards came by Mushar's and arrested the party. After being arrested, an assassin seemed to sneak into the guards or sneak in disguised as a guard and had hypnotized some of the guards. The party swiftly dealt with the threat and realized that it was a drow elf, a race that no one has seen for at the very least a very long time. After slaying the drow elf, the guards said that they were free to go and suspicion was raised from them, and the party interrogated the magic shop owner, more so on the god of darkness, Mortero. I'm assuming you guys were going to leave the magic shop after that, unless you guys had anything else you wanted to say.
I can't think of anything.
Oh, by the way, Miles, roll a d8 for me real quick.
Well, this may take a minute because I've got only a mouse to work with here.
Are you using the on-screen keyboard?
Yes.
Oh my god. Alright, your max HP will go up by 4.
Okay.
Due to leveling up.
Well, now I gotta go navigate to my goddamn folder that has my stuff in it.
Or you could just use the on-site sheet.
I want to use both, so I have both on hand. Just in case one disappears, I've got the both.
I raised your HP on the Roll20 sheet. As you guys make your way out of the magic shop, though, Anala looks very worried about something.
Which one was that again? Is that the
Anala's the other Dragonborn.
Oh, yeah, Dragonborn. I ask her what's amiss.
All this... everything. All this stuff about gods and religion. I don't know if I can do it. I don't think I can accompany you all on this adventure.
Right, I understand.
I-
Get on going then.
I ask my Dragonborn sister if she's sure about that. If she needs time to think it over.
I've been thinking this over for a long time. I would love to join you all, but I don't know if I can do this. I'm sorry. And Anala starts making her way off into the distance. Maxwell has left the campaign.
Oh,
Yeah, I guessed as much.
Due to not being able to show up as frequently because of sickness and parents, Max thought it would just be better for them to leave the campaign. So,
Beer open and let's go. So be it.
Let's take a moment of silence for our gone comrade. I mean, she's not dead, but still.
well, time to make her dead. XD.
damn it.
Predictable.
That would not be a very honorable thing to do.
God damn it, Chrome updated and now I can't mute an individual tab. Oh well.
I'd really let you finish, but I really don't want to. It's fine, but we have our own problems.
Alright, whatever. I'm gonna turn off the music now because I have 2 windows of this campaign open and the music was not in sync and it was terrible. Alright, so. As Anala has left the party, what are you guys gonna do? And by the way, I've already got somebody in line for them to replace Max, so. Also, let me show you guys the new map.
Oh no, the darkness has consumed!
Where?
No map.
Miles, the
DM
answer
a
is
lazy
yes.
fuck. Okay.
A map that you could possibly use, but
Is anyone seeing the no map because the DM is a lazy fuck screen?
Yes, there's
I think
no
that was
map
a joke,
of
that
the
was a
town
joke.
because the DM is a lazy fuck. What are you guys doing now?
What was
suppose
that
we keep waiting in Mushar's.
Comrade. Of course, this is the second comrade.
Go that the
So back to Mushar's then?
shopkeeper.
Oh, you're going back to the shopkeeper?
Is there any way to get a drink?
There's a tavern.
I want to go to the tavern.
I'll go with the tavern over there. I'll head to the tavern too.
Mike also seems enthusiastic about going to the tavern as he could definitely use a drink. From all the bullshit that's been happening lately.
Oh yes, I would like a drink to drown away all of my sorrows. What, you're saying this is a D&D campaign and that can't be realistic? Well, sue you.
No, I'm saying you guys can go to the tavern and drink.
Screw you. No, I'm joking. Yeah, let's go to the bar.
Alright, so you guys walk into this rickety old tavern called the Starving Cow.
Starving. They don't know how to advertise.
I
It's
just
not a memorable
came
name.
up with it off of the top of my head. Plus, there was like a
Clearly.
5-year-old long meat shortage. It's kind of memorable when you don't eat meat and you see Starving Cow.
Bullshit ass name.
Wait, do you not eat meat?
Hmm?
Do you not eat meat?
No, there was remember in the world there was a 5-year long period where there was very minimal meat in the world.
Okay.
I fucking love meat.
Who doesn't meat? It's just... It's very...
I'd gag if I eat a salad.
But are you guys gonna go up and order some drinks?
I'm gonna order a drink.
All right. He's charging 4 copper pieces per mug of ale.
I
Buy. I'll buy it.
All right. Mark off 4 copper. Which, if you need the conversions, 100 copper is 1 gold. And
Alright.
the moment you drink, I'm gonna ask you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I learned how to make macros. Nice.
All right, you're fine. You're like, you're a little buzzed, but nothing really. You're not like wasted.
also order a drink.
All right, you can also go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Before I drink, I raise a what do you call it? Not a toast, but like I guess a toast, but like I want to clink our drinks to our fallen comrades, fallen and lost.
All right now.
Can I chug 2 drinks?
Yep, mark off 8 copper.
Honor. Mark up how much?
Right, okay, so cost
8 copper. 4 copper per mug of ale. So if you're taking 2 drinks, it's 8 copper.
This is some cheap ass ale.
That's what the official DM shit says.
I don't care. This is some cheap ass ale.
How many people
Wait,
are
what
in
is
the?
the
Yeah.
Constitution saving bonus again?
For you, it'll be let me take a look at your sheet real quick.
Oh yeah, plus 3.
You're plus 5
Oh. Okay.
because saving throw. You're proficient in it.
So I guess now I have to roll twice.
It's Hughes. Make a perception check. Miles,
Oops. I didn't mean to press
just
that many
saying-
times.
I'm just looking at the first one.
Oh boy.
You are totally wasted after your first drink.
Look to him and say,
Like-
"Are you right, brother?"
After your second drink, you're about to black out.
You are lightweight, brother.
I chuck mine down and am barely affected apparently.
Yeah, you're a dragonborn. That's no surprise. Hughes, there seems to be a number of people in the bar.
Drinks for all. This is on Hrothgar, whatever. Torbjorn, that's his name.
Torbeer.
No, he's dead.
So I'll pay around for everybody because no, I took his money, so I'm gonna pay everybody.
That seems dishonorable.
Prove of his money being spent on a round of alcohol.
Hughes, mark off 32 copper.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll be
Keep
down
that.
with this if you say it's for Torbjorn, not on Torbjorn.
And goodbye, Hughes. Thus,
Well,
Hughes
His
died
ending, that
after
is.
paying 32 copper for the entire bar to have a drink.
When did he die?
I don't know, he left the voice.
Oh,
Good old Arcus and his shitty internet.
Alright, so what are you two doing? Just fucking off, or...
I'm just gonna wait until things happen.
Back, sorry
This
about.
feels so long. Okay, is he back?
He back. Yeah, you missed absolutely nothing except for me pointing out the fact that you died after paying 32 copper.
Oh my god.
Well, if he was serious about that, that would be something to miss.
Yeah,
but...
no, I wasn't serious. He's still alive. Unfortunate. I mean, what?
Who are
Have
the
like
ones
3
that-
more beers, and I want to see how far
who are
this
the
I
ones
can
we
go.
sent to get information
Are
from the
you
Golden
buying
Camp?
the
Do we-
entire tavern 3 beers each?
Just me.
Okay, Arcus, we get it. You're rich.
Hold
Yeah, I
on.
guess I am rich.
Not
Technically.
all of us can afford copper pieces.
Mark off another 96 copper as the entire bar is just cheering.
I only
for
meant me, not the bar.
Oh, okay. Okay, so then mark off 12 more copper.
Or 12. Okay.
But the entire tavern seems to lighten up a little and celebrate once you seem to buy everyone some ale for no reason.
Well, and he bought everyone out because of in the honor of Torbjorn.
They don't know that.
Well, we do.
They just think he's a crazy fuck that likes giving out beer.
Exactly. And they
Yeah, exactly.
like that. Oh, since you guys are actually in the bar, let me move you back here. So, you all do some drinking, and
Oh shit. He's drunk.
very fitting.
For everyone to hear.
Are you guys going to be doing anything in the bar? Just drinking?
I have a question.
By the way, Hughes, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for every beer that you just drunk.
Alright, that's 5. It's like
That's a
4
lot of
beers.
beers.
Well,
I
so I
can't-
drank 2 beers, but considering I bought one of my own and then drank one he bought me. So does that mean I have to do another Constitution saving throw?
6s.
Rebecca, by the way, you don't actually drink the round that Hughes paid for because you're barely conscious right now.
I
Take
figured.
another beer.
Well, I have to.
And now he's
Hughes-
gonna pass out. From alcohol poisoning.
Actually, no. You would have passed. You would have had a hard time after that. After that third glass, the 7.
Do I have to be the designated driver here?
You're gonna be carrying people out of the fucking bar.
I abstain from having any more drinks because I realize I'm gonna have to be the one that gets everyone back to Mushar safely.
Yeah, it's about 5 o'clock at this point.
Hey, Miles, could you mute your
Stop
But-
being a
Maybe.
weeb for 5 minutes, Miles.
No. I gotta grind this event, you see.
At least do it with the volume off.
I'll turn it slightly down. I like
Okay.
the audio.
Whatever.
And there goes Hughes, and there comes back Hughes.
can't access my character? I'm
Uh,
good.
What? Not being able to put it on the fucking map?
Basically.
Cause yeah, no,
Back.
it's just there's a fucking map in the way. Hughes is probably somewhere behind it. Cause this is all on the token layer.
So I have a question.
I have an answer.
Whatever happened to the people we sent to the cultist camp to check on, spy on them, see what's going on? Whatever happened of that?
That was Ella, and
We
Ella,
didn't get back from them?
Ella told you that. I'm looking at what I'd sent Ella. Ella had heard that the cultists realized that they were tricked and that Hughes isn't actually God. They also discussed plans of revenge, but never exactly said what those plans were. They also seemed to mention somebody named Amal.
So our only lead right now is this Amal.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the one that the person's? Oh, I guess Rathnath would know that, but
It was the one that the shopkeeper mentioned, but Rathnash would not know that now.
Just goes up to Rathnash and is like puts his finger on his, I guess, beak, and it's like, no more talking, and then just passes out in front of Rathnash.
Rathnath just kind of stands there like, well,
No more talking. And then you watch as
And it's
Hughes
3.
slowly timbers backwards and passes out.
Rathnash lets out a long sigh, picks them both up, and walks back to Mushar's.
Alright. I also just want to make a quick Constitution saving throw for the people that are not here.
unaffected.
Oh yeah, Ella downed the whole glass in one gulp and then just slammed the mug down, unaffected. While Mike seems a little bit quite buzzed, but he's fine.
And then she just went more.
But yeah, so you're carrying two people of the party while the rest kind of follow you. Where are you headed?
Back to Mushar's to reconvene.
All right.
Do the table.
Ella goes to the table.
So what? So Rathash is like, so we don't have any leads. What now?
On the way back, by the way, Rebecca and Hughes would have sobered up.
All right.
And
But did they still ride on my back like I was a dinosaur?
if you put them that way, they were both unconscious.
So Rathash is like, so are we out of leads or?
Because you guys kind of hit a wall, I was going to do this anyway. But as soon as Rathnash says leads, there's a knock on the door.
That's our lead, and then Rathnash goes to open the door. Hello, sir. Come right in.
Excuse me, I decide whether or not I go to open the door. I do, but I decide that.
All right, where's
We're there.
the
I don't actually hit the
token?
door.
Hold on. I'm trying to find the token. I don't know where it went. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Just use your imagination for a second.
Okay. We can draw. Is he giving us permission to draw?
Pretend that these night tables are all guards. Fucking weeb, get over it.
No, I just watched something very awful. Very, very awful. Oh god,
Oh, damn.
I can't post this anywhere because it's just that awful.
We're it. But
Sorry.
anyway,
So, These are
the
guards?
three guards say, are you the ones that were falsely arrested this morning?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
We would like to talk to you about what had happened.
Of course.
If you would please come with us, it would be greatly appreciated.
Last time we came with you, we almost got assassinated.
Last time you came with us, you were also in chains. That's not happening.
That's fair,
this
too.
time.
Let's go, sir. You can make a good point.
And that's what happens when you roll a nat 1 on a charisma save. Alright, so the guards lead you back to the prison, but they don't lead you to the cells this time. They lead you to a sort of office room in the back, which,
Cells this time.
by the way,
The darkness consumes once again.
and they sit you all down and say, well, we believe that someone is been placed in the government as a mole.
What?
We all have moles?
How the fuck would you even think that? Oh, whatever.
What does he mean by a mole?
I mean, like, an inside person working for the cultists that you had brought into us. Which, by the way, Rathnash, you actually recognize this as the guard that you brought the unconscious cultist to.
Oh.
Oh, what even happened to that cultist?
Yeah, he tried. I heard someone try to murder him, but failed miserably.
Well, we don't know that.
Well, actually,
Knew that.
somebody had, in the night, somebody came by and actually assassinated him.
Huh.
All right,
But
that's good then.
that's
Less of a
not-
problem.
Well,
Fair enough, but that's not why I brought you here. We work for the High Council, and so we can't exactly do anything if there is a mole in the High Council. However, you five don't. And so,
Us to be your proxy then.
yes.
Let's do.
We would
Not
like you
that
to
word,
look
nothing
into this mole placed in the government and eliminate them, if you would.
Wouldn't it make more sense to have someone that is hired by them since they can actually get closer without it being obvious?
But if it's somebody who's working for the government, they can see guards misbehaving and, at very best, have us lose our jobs. At very worst,
Isn't it for us?
our lives.
What would you have us have?
And
Isn't it
it
for
just
us?
mean you're fuck it, I don't feel like arguing this.
The guard pulls out a couple of sacks that seem to have gold in them, and a wand. This wand is a very special wand. It has a variety of effects, most of which very powerful. However, its only downside is that you don't exactly get to choose the effects. The wand seems to be a golden colored wand with like different colored glowing orbs along the orb.
Touches the wand.
You touch it.
So
Unfortunately, this I would well, actually, why don't I just show you an instance of the wand? Let me find my. Hold on. Alright. And so, he points the wand over to a vase in the corner of the room,
A vase.
and
Mean a vase.
some magic shoots out of it, which I'm wording this sentence very carefully as to make it as long as possible while I actually look for the description of this wand. Here it is. As he does that, there's a plant in the vase. All the plants, like subtle movements, like being blown around by the wind and whatnot, they all seem to slow down.
wait, where exactly are we?
You're in a room with a potted plant.
Why is there wind in here?
I like
There's a window.
Okay, I'll accept that.
The wand has other effects. It can cause large amounts of wind, magical darkness. It can create fireballs. It can allow the user to become invisible. And it can produce lightning bolts. It's a very powerful item. However, and I'm going to explain this out of character just because I don't know how to put this in character. The wand has 7 charges and regains 1d6 plus 1 expended charges every day at dawn.
Okay, guys. Hughes takes everybody and like moves to a corner of the room where the guards are like out of earshot and like huddles around. And it's like, okay, are we taking this job or what?
Stealth check.
Rathnash is concerned about whether or not it would be considered an illegal operation.
This is very obviously an illegal operation. We don't need
Legal
to clarify this
operation.
at all. This is very illegal.
Rathnash has hesitance about this. He
Rathnash,
doesn't
what's
like-
your alignment?
Neutral good. When
You
you're
actually
not-
wouldn't be so caring
lawful-
for the law so
well,
much
then-
as doing the right thing.
Okay, so. Okay. Okay, I'll take that. Wait, what's. Yeah, lawful neutral, yeah.
Do we get anything good from the guards? As in, like, do we get IDs or like permission to go into areas?
Well, I will give you permission to access information normally restricted to regular citizens in order to be able to find this mole and eliminate them.
From
All right, Hughes accepts the mission, but unless his teammate says otherwise.
Ella and Mike seem. Mike doesn't really seem to care. He's like, whatever, I don't care. And Ella's like, I guess we'll do it.
Rathnash hesitantly agrees. He doesn't like what he has to do, but he knows he has to do it.
Rebecca?
What? Oh,
Silence means yes.
The risk to reward ratio seems small, but I don't really feel like doing anything else.
You're gonna be the top man on this mission, Rebecca.
What?
Mission, if you're a ranger.
Whatever.
All right.
The guard raises
Where
an
do you
eye.
vote?
The guard thinks for a second and says, well, I mean, you also get to kill cultists.
Yeah, I guess that's enough.
Can we accept your mission on the condition that you can tell us some information afterward? Like, what do you know about the cultists?
Why, of course. I mean, we ourselves don't know very much. However, the symbol we will give you will allow you to access a part of the library in the city not normally allowed to citizens. With that, you can look at information most people cannot see.
Very well.
Ooh, okay. This sounds like a plan.
Well, if you will present your arm, I will give you the mark that will allow you to see it. It will be done magically, so it can be removed if needed, or hidden.
Okay, Rathnash presents his large, scaly arm.
Alright, and the guard comes up to your arm and puts a hand over it for a second. And as time goes by, the symbol that I just posted in the roleplay channel appears on your arm.
She's a wizard.
Well, Rathnash is the only one that's presented their arm, so Rathnash is currently the only one with the symbol.
Zeus is gonna
Oh
look
wait,
skeptical
he's a
on this.
wizard.
Could I just be with Rathnash and he could let me into these areas? Or do I have to have the symbol too?
You must have the symbol yourself. Again, these
I'm not
areas
Stevie
are
Blind.
very restricted to citizens as they contain very careful information.
Make sure he's not lying.
Insight check. He is not lying.
Okay, not lying. What if the mole sees my arm and sees
As
that
I
I
said,
am part of the operation?
The symbol can be hidden. It is a magical symbol. If you think about it hard enough, the symbol will fade.
I can dispel
Think
it. So
about it hard enough.
use
If
Presents his
you just
arm.
believe.
Thank you. That one.
Can he present his foot
You present your foot.
like my ankle?
He seems confused at first, but eventually he places the symbol on your ankle.
And before it's an exploding bag.
I need you all to roll dexterity saving throw. Nah,
Wait, what?
I'm kidding. I said dexterity saving throw, jokingly. Eventually, Mike and Ella also step forward and have the symbols placed on their arm.
Do the thingy that makes me get the symbol thingy.
You just hold your arm out, that's all you had to do.
Yes.
Yeah,
That thingy.
you hold your arm out and he puts a symbol on your arm. You all now have access to important information and restricted areas that citizens normally could not access. Please eliminate this mole. He could bring this entire city to ruin.
Where do we start?
I would suggest starting at the library. You can go into the
you
the
looking-
archives there, of which most people don't have access to, and find some information on these cultists or anything you may have heard about.
Now, what kind of society restricts the Archives of people that are only in.
It's an archive of information restricted to citizens.
It's like the Pentagon.
Exactly.
Oh, thought it was just a standard archive
No,
full
no,
of
no, no,
regular
no.
information.
Now, here's a problem that just occurred to me. I'm not sure if Rathnash knows how to read.
Your intelligence is 8?
Is
Believe
it? Yeah.
you can
No.
read.
No, my intelligence is 13.
Oh yeah,
you
you
read.
can definitely read.
Mine.
What is my intelligence score?
If your intelligence is above 6, you can read.
I'm like twice as much reading. I'm like I'm a.
You can super read.
I can skim the pages and get just as much information as other people would by actually reading it.
Not really how it works, but... So, are you...
Who the fuck is at the door?
What the fuck?
My ears.
Well,
Why did I just hear Morse code?
that wasn't Morse code, and if it was, it was... Ooh.
Get your steamboat out of here.
That was Morse code for...
Do you know Morse code?
I know that that S in Morse code is doot doot doot.
Fair.
Right, I think we're gonna have to wait on M-Light, but we can still head to the library. What time of day is it?
It's about 6 o'clock at this point.
Start the mission. Rathnash, you lead the way, because you are the town expert.
Doorbell.
Actually, no, that was Mike.
Doorbell.
Mike is the town expert.
Yeah, not me.
And so, Mike very swiftly gets you all to the library. Anybody who's going to be looking for information, I would like you to make a investigation check.
So,
Okay, what happened while I was answering that?
Before I do the investigation check, can I do enhance ability?
Does enhance ability give you an intelligence thing?
You're on.
Let me look at that real quick.
I'm
No.
smart.
Oh wait, maybe it's not.
Oh, yeah,
Fox is cunning. Can do advantages.
Advantage on intelligence checks. Very well. You may do that. You will be spending the Actually, no. You wouldn't have. You haven't rested, and therefore haven't had time to prepare your second level spell slots yet.
I see. Okay then.
So
Never mind.
you cannot do that now. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and
It makes you think.
All right, Rebecca, are you going to be doing an investigation to try and find some information?
I guess so. Where's that investigation still? Oh yeah. Wow.
Apparently, Rebecca's a dipshit.
That's a,
And
that's
apparently,
a 3.
did you get my roll? Mine, I got
Yeah.
not a nat 20, but
No, yeah, you got a mod 20.
11, which is pretty good. So
All right, so
God.
you guys find some information about Well, you
some
look
of us
through the
do.
books and you see a book that in parentheses, or not parentheses, in quotation marks is simply called Amal. You open it up and see a few instances of the word Mortero, as well as a description of something called the Amalgamation Project. The Amalgamation Project was an attempt at making the perfect race by taking blood from every single race and combining it into one living being. The project was deemed as incomplete, and there seems to be no records as to why it was deemed incomplete.
Okay, theory.
Is it because
This is what Mortero wanted to do with all of his dark magic. but the other god said no because it involved killing people to get all that blood. And then he was sealed away. But some people still want to do this. That's why they're trying to bring him back.
I do a religion check to make sure that's like legit. Because why would a god care if a couple of their races die?
I'm not
Make a
saying it's
religion
legit.
check.
I'm just fucking theorizing right now.
A Maul's book to like do a religious check to see if anything I can gain
hold on.
from my information.
Lord.
Well, when you've heard one, you've heard them all.
You know that
That
the
was
only
lazy.
gods and goddesses that would really be against this would be Niela and Pamir. Just because they are the gods, they are of light and life, and Pamir wouldn't really want anyone killed for something like this, and Niela would almost see it as impure.
Yeah, does anyone have any more arrow? I need some
Did
more
you not
tarot.
buy any arrows? Oh, wait, did you say something different than arrow? I heard arrow.
Does anyone
Oh,
have
she
any?
doesn't give us much.
any-
She asked if anyone's got tarot because she needs more tarot.
This book, while it tells us their plans,
Damn.
tells us that we don't know anything. And if a mall was anywhere, or if the mole was anywhere,
Well, see, the problem is that it doesn't work as solid proof. If we could use it as solid proof, then we could bring it to the guard guys, and they could be like, "Hey, fuck."
this book tells us nothing on the mole, though. It just tells us a mall.
I'm gonna have
Well,
Mike do a
we-
quick
But wait, didn't Medic say that the book was called Amal on the front?
wisdom check. That was Ella, so I'm changing the name to Mike and then redoing that. Wow!
What is it, a nat 20?
If I rolled with advantage or disadvantage, it would have been a nat 20 either way.
Damn!
It's like worth twice as much, really.
So,
Ascended.
Mike seems to remember that there are underground caverns throughout the city, and he thinks he recalls one leading to the jail and the, leading to the jail, and it also seemed to lead outside the city. However, when he followed it, it didn't really lead anywhere, but there were a lot of people there who seemed to be working on some sort of experiment at one point. And from reading the book, he seems to think that it might have been the Amal Project. Or the Amalgamation Project.
And the sewers are our next.
So wait. So this project has the same name as this weird name that we've been hearing, but Rathnesh hasn't heard yet. So never mind. I didn't say anything.
Actually, no, Ella did bring up the name Amal to you guys when Ella had come back from spying on the cultist camp. So, Rathnash, you have heard the name Amal.
Rathnesh
Oh.
makes that connection, but also can we pause this for 2 seconds? I need to feed my cats.
Go right on ahead.
Medic, was Amal that person that was on this council?
Amal was the person that the shopkeeper mentioned might be the 5th person of the council. Although I will bring that up to Rathnash whenever Rathnash gets back.
Which means he's not currently. Or is he?
Okay.
You don't know.
Did I?
That's fine.
The hell? Alright, whatever, I guess I'm not gonna
Library.
question it.
Can I do another reading check or another investigation check to see if there's anything interesting that may not be pertaining to this mission?
You're gonna have to be a little more specific than that.
I look up more tarot.
Alright, go ahead.
And then Terra does it more.
What information are you looking for? Looking for about Mortero? Just general information?
Like, why is he picking a champion?
You find a document on
What did I miss?
God banishment.
Lotero, and about the chosen one.
You find a document on God
No,
banishment.
go back up a few. What? What is this about a chosen one?
He didn't say that out loud.
Oh, so
Hughes
I know.
didn't say that out loud. Arcus said that to me.
I'm looking up a
so-
chosen one project. I did not specify to you guys what it is about.
The Chosen One project?
Or not chosen one project, but like the chosen one.
The
What is
amalgamation
Mortero's
Or
amalgamation thing? Mortero and God champions or whatever.
you seem to find a document that pertains to that talks about falls and banishments of God. It says that in order for a god to return to its former glory, it has to find a vessel. If it fell, it does not need the vessel because it has its own. Because it is its own vessel. It is essentially just a human now or something.
Okay.
And so it needs a vessel of which it can inhabit, and it also needs some artifacts related to the god itself in order to conduct a ritual to bring forth the god
Okay,
and
so
bring it back to its power.
this information with the rest of the group saying it looks like they need a sacrifice in order to bring back their god.
Sacrifice, sacrifice,
Hughes looks up.
sacrifice.
No, it looks like I'm supposed to be that sacrifice.
Oh dear.
Nash closes the document. Hughes closes the document and puts it back on a shelf, making sure that he didn't leave any fingerprints.
Right.
Go ahead and
Hughes,
make a
Hughes briefly forgets he isn't a 7-foot-tall giant dragonborn.
I'm going to say make a sleight of hand check. You were quick on that, motherfucker. Yeah, you thoroughly you take your shirt from underneath your armor and quickly wipe off all signs of fingerprints and whatnot from the book.
Right. So, shall we go and also Rathnash and Rebecca? Shall we go to the sewers to see, or shall we rest first?
I would like a long rest, please.
Yeah, I think a rest would do us well. We're still a little battered after that last fight, especially me, considering I had to pin that fucker down.
It would be better to enter the sewers at night.
You guys can just take like a 24-hour nap.
Thinking.
Just a quick little snooze.
Just a little something to take the edge off.
Now we're gonna head to the sewers.
Wait, did we get any HP back, or?
If you guys went back to Mushar's and went to sleep, then yes.
Okay. Can we do that then? Can that be what we did?
Are you guys doing that?
I vote to do that.
Waiting on Hughes and Rebecca.
Okay, sure, boss.
I'm doing that.
Alright, so you guys go back to Mushar's, and you decide to take a rest, as you were all very tired from your encounter with the Drow Elf Assassin.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh, wait, Arcus. I got you.
Die.
Bitch, you ain't got enough badges to train me.
But, you guys all wake up, and you're all dead. Nah, I'm just kidding. You wake up, and Nothing's weird. Nothing's different. You ain't lost your shit. You're good. 2 arms, 2 legs, a head, and a torso. And
Suspicious to
for
me.
some, a
Like-
penis.
Wait, I zoned out. What was this about a penis?
Hey, this doesn't belong here.
I said for some of you, not all of you.
It's a joke.
No, I just zoned out. I zoned out, and when I zoned back in, I just heard the word penis. What?
I just said nothing seems to be missing. You got 2 arms, 2 legs, a head, a torso, and for some of you, a penis.
Is it 12 a.m. right now, or 12?
Based off of the time you guys would have gone to sleep, it's probably about 10 in the morning.
Let's head to the sewers then.
All right, are we heading to the sewers? Mike says.
I guess so. Yeah. Wait, how much life did we restore?
The area
You
the
restored
tunnels were.
health. You got all your shit. You're good.
Oh, all my life?
Yeah, all your life, and you have your rages back too.
Yay.
Oh shit! Yeah, let's get butthurt, boys.
Which, by the way, I'm just gonna let you guys know, because of the number of players that are currently here, combat might be weird. So if you try and fight things are gonna be weird. Also, by the way, Mar, you can now rage 3 times a day.
Rage Against the Machine.
Need some anger management.
There's
Like
also
this
some-
dragon is off his medication.
There's also some stuff I would need to talk to you about after session because of the level up. Because you have a choice in what you get,
Ooh.
which we will discuss later. But, yeah, so you guys are
Where?
gonna go to the sewers?
Mike said that so they can go investigate the tunnels.
Yep. So, Mike leads you guys towards the jail, actually. And you guys, he shows the symbol and makes his way into the back, saying he snuck in here once or twice before and gotten into this tunnel. And so he leads you to the tunnel entrance, which is in the very back of the cells. It's like a very, very well hidden trap door.
Wait, can I do like a insight or whatever on the fact that he's stepped in here before?
I was gonna can I do an investigation check to see if anyone has moved here recently?
Go ahead, both of you.
Okay, wait. So what check do I have to make?
Insight.
Oh, perfect.
Arcus, you see a good layer of dust over the door, as indicating it's not been used. And you know that Mike has lived in the city for all of his life, and living on the streets, so he knows it like the back of his hand. Odds are you believe that he may have found this tunnel through another tunnel and accidentally stumbled into the jail one time.
Oh, okay.
Which, by the way, he does say that.
You started saying that even before I made the roll.
Arcus had also made an insight check.
Oh, okay.
We would have gotten the same information anyway.
It's time
A torch,
for
so
the-
that's 9 torches. And I'm going to proceed down the hall.
Down the hole?
Drathnash follows.
Sure.
In the hole.
In the boy hole.
So,
What?
you guys make your way underground. It is rather dark under there.
Torch.
I would like you guys to give me a marching order. Meaning, like, who's in the front, who's next, who's behind that, so on and so forth.
Wait,
I'm going
wait,
to say Mike is going to be putting himself in the front because he knows the tunnels.
wait. What are... We have a ranger here, right? We have someone with arrows.
It's Rebecca.
What are your arrows made out of?
Arrows, okay.
They're arrows.
Made on.
They are made of wood with, like, metal tips.
Okay, here's an idea. You said it's dark in here. Could I borrow one of your arrows and I could, like, light it and we could use it as a torch?
I have a torch,
That's not
and
going to
I
work.
think you have torches too.
Oh wait, we just have
That's
no.
not gonna work for the simple matter of that it will
I can
burn
also
out
like
the time that you would
put
actually
light
be-
my cantrip
Yeah.
light on a stick, and I could just give it to you.
Oh yeah, that works too. Look, I'm trying to be creative here with my abilities. I forgot that we have magic.
Hey, guys, just use one of the torches I have. This is a simple
Oh.
solution.
Yeah, he had tactical torches.
Dear Lord.
Hitting the torch, and I'll
So
just
you guys
stay
spend
in
20 minutes arguing over how you're going to light up this tunnel.
because of the torch.
Nah, I'm just kidding. You don't spend 20 minutes.
We only
Spend
spend
15 minutes.
18 and a half.
You spend 19 minutes, 59 seconds.
On the dot.
19 minutes and 59 seconds arguing. I have this lit.
It's lit,
Nash goes
fam.
in front. Mike goes in front. The middle. Rebecca and Ella stay in the back.
Alright. So, give me that order again. Mike's in
And
front.
Rapnash stay in front. I in
Okay.
the middle.
So wait, I'm in the front?
In the front.
If you want to be in the front, you can be in the front.
Yeah, okay, I'll lead. I'll be in the front.
Well, like, you'll be next to Mike, because Mike's leading the way.
Okay, yeah.
I'm in the middle, and then Rebecca and Ella are in the back.
Alright. So, Rebecca.
Okay, boss.
Alright, so.
May or not mean we have combat coming up, but
I actually didn't expect this, so I'm just trying to bullshit a puzzle or some encounter or some shit. Alright, you guys make your way down the tunnel. And Mike leads you to where he had last gone when he found the project. When you get
Let's
there,
go.
there is a door. The door has 5 gems on it and a handprint, like indented into the wall, as if somebody had carved it out. There seems to be nothing else around.
Are we to assume this is like keys?
Mike's like, I don't know, but I don't remember this being here last time.
Can I punch it?
It is made of stone.
Okay, so like it seems completely
Magic on it.
unmovable. It's not like there's a boulder in the way. Like the wall is actually made of stone.
Yes, the wall is made of stone, and so is the door.
Can
You
I
can
like
punch it if you want to, though.
Can I put my hand in the hand?
You put your hand in the hand thing, and one of the gems seems to light up. All but for a second, and then it turns off.
They're looking for blood samples.
Of each race.
I'm hunting for weapons.
Oh, so we have a dragonborn.
We have a tiefling. A couple humans. That's it. No elves. No dwarves.
You have a gnome. Ella is a
You
gnome.
have a gnome.
Rebecca's a human. Hughes is a
Gnomish.
tiefling.
No.
Mike's also a human.
Fantasy raises them.
So we have a gnome, a dragonborn, a tiefling, and humans. How many gems did you say?
Humans!
And there were 5 gems, right?
There are
There's-
Could
5
cast
gems.
dispel magic.
Okay, so
You
assuming that each of us can apply to this, that means we're just missing one race.
Just puts his hand on the door and see what happens.
a different gem lights up, and then turns back off.
Cast dispel magic on this door. or we can break the door around it and go around.
It's all stone wall. You're in the sewers.
Gotta love those stone wall sewers.
Ah, okay.
What are you guys doing?
I have no idea.
Also, has everyone tried their hand?
You've
Okay,
tried
but
your hand,
everyone
and
puts
Hughes
it in.
has tried his hand.
Rathnash
Same time.
ushers the other races to try their hands.
Alright, and so Ella and Mike put their hand on the door, and 2 gems seem to light up and then turn back off after a second. However, because of the speed at which they did it, it seems as if the 2 gems that for their hands being put on the thing were glowing at the same time.
Wait,
And
so
I
wait,
do an insight check to see if
I'm so confused.
I'm
there's
sorry,
any secrets about this door.
Are you insight checking a door?
I mean, it's
Are
not
you
just
trying
a door.
to see if the door is lying to you?
Oh no,
Yes.
investigation
That
or
would be the
Arcana check?
investigation check.
No, I want
What?
to see if
I'm
the door is literally lying to me. I want to do that just now, just because someone did that.
Can you do me a favor and re-describe the situation? I'm confused.
The door is lying its ass off, and so there's a door in front of you. There's a hand indentation in the wall, and there are 5 gems on the wall. Whenever you put your hand in the indentation, the door, one of the gems on the door lit up. Whenever Hughes put his hand in the indentation, another one of the gems lit up. Whenever Mike and Ella put their hand in the indentation, Mike putting his hand in first, then Ella, the gem started lighting up for Mike, then Ella put her hand in, and it started lighting up as well. However, after a second or two, the lights turned back off.
So there's an order. I think that's what I'm getting from this. There's like an order that we have to put our hands in.
It is
Could
Order
also be
66.
that all the
A grand order, if you will.
also be that we have to light all the gems at the same time to open the door. Investigation check. Did anything come from that?
The investigation check, you're not really sure, as you didn't really do any investigation in specific. You're just investigating the whole door. You see that it is, in fact, a door.
Nice.
Nothing. All right. I suppose we have to leave and get some races to come back here.
That's racist.
Some racists?
That's
Yes,
racist.
some racists.
So wait, so do we have any idea of what races we could be missing?
We can need a dwarf and an elf.
You have a gnome, a tiefling, a...
Well, we had a dwarf, but then someone buried him.
Rathnash, you thought that Torbjorn was actually dead.
Yeah.
You don't know that Torbjorn was not
Yeah, I wonder who
dead.
buried him.
So we need a dwarf and a, what was the other one?
There are only 5 gems on the door, by the way, and there are 4 races among you.
So we just, okay, so let's start off with a dwarf. Let's go try to find a dwarf.
Could go back to that bar and get a helper. They kind of like me, so.
You can, if you
Okay,
can
so-
certainly try. However, keep in mind that it is a different day than when you paid for everyone's drinks.
I mean, we can just pay for a lot of people's drinks again.
God damn it, Arcus.
We can get somebody really drunk and then come back and bring them back here.
Hold on, listen, if we need to do that again, I'll pay for them all this time.
Arcus, are you actually chaotic good kidnapping people?
Sitting around, but no, I am a neutral good.
Motherfucker.
I have to. This is a mission for the entire city, so I think one guy passing out, not a big issue.
That would be a chaotic good thing, though. Doing something illegal in order for the greater good.
Right, I'll keep to it. No worry. I'll keep neutral good. I won't do that.
Okay, so we're going to the bar, tavern, whatever.
Bartervern.
Pertarbadarb.
All right, so you guys go to the Starving Cow. It takes you probably about between getting out of the sewers and getting there. It probably with Mike takes you about 30 minutes.
Wow, we were really moving it.
Shut the fuck up.
Voice from heavens comes out and says, "Shut the fuck up."
Hold on, I need to roll damage on fucking Rathnash.
Wait, what? Is God smiting me?
Rathnash, you take 4,930 damage.
I got smited.
You could come back with soldiers
Smitten.
of different races.
I love how I got
we
exactly.
do have-
Oh wait, no, I got 2 ones. I got 2 nat ones in that.
But just to make sure, not really though.
Yeah, no, you're not really taking 4,930 damage. You're only taking 2. I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. You're taking 4.
I'm kidding. You don't take damage. You just die.
I just keel over.
Just have a heart attack and die.
Oh, okay, I guess.
But no, you're good. You're good. So you guys are at the Starving Cow. What now?
Well, I guess it's time to start some cows.
Okay, guys, let's really start getting into the meat of this mission.
What? Just say meat? I would very much like some meat right about now.
Oh God! Every time I make a pun, the stakes get raised higher.
Steaks now.
I'm rethinking
Get
our
the
options.
steaks.
Instead of trying to kidnap, essentially, ask somebody to come to a dark hole, we're gonna we can ask a guard to come with us and present our insignias to prove that we are.
I mean, they're so afraid of doing anything when they just not do it, even if we ask.
They're soldiers, so they have to follow orders. Whereas these bar goers, and are.
So wait, does Rathnash know you're planning on kidnapping the guy?
But we need to ask somebody and convince somebody to follow us into this dark tunnel. And I don't think it's going to go so they can open up a door with their blood. So I don't think it's going to go so well.
By the way, I want to point out that it didn't actually draw your blood when you put your hand on the hand indention.
It's a good point. I was thinking about that.
It did not draw blood for the blood god.
Hey, wait a second.
I didn't actually say blood god as in like actually being something a part of the campaign. I was just memeing.
Hand.
We asked the rock.
Wait! I just realized something. I can't believe we didn't
Dave
try
points
this.
out the fact. Mike points out the fact that Dave is, in fact, not actually a living creature.
Yeah,
And also does not have hands.
or blood.
Thinking.
Consult the magic conch. Okay.
Oh, you're actually asking
Wait. Okay.
DM help?
DM help. That's how I.
Magic.
This is a puzzle. You guys are on your fucking own.
Thanks, Rock.
The Rock has an intelligence of like 5.
No, I found a website that is Ask the Magic Conch. What was the question?
How do we solve the door?
No.
Outlook not so good.
We can go back to the library and see if we can find anything on the door and 5 gems.
You do what?
By himself to the library, and he's gonna go check out. And yeah, that's what he's gonna do.
Investigation check if you're. Or no. Are you trying to be sneaky about it?
I mean, I'm not trying to be sneaky because I have the insignia, right?
No, I mean, are you trying to sneakily get away from the party in order to do this?
Sneak away.
If you are sneaking away, make a stealth check. If not, then you're good.
Gonna make a solstice. I should tell the party I'm gonna go see the library and see if we can get anything out of that door.
Just like that, we weren't able to get anything out of that door.
Alright, go ahead and make an investigation check for when you're at the library, like looking for something on the door.
Something until this party does something. Guess I'll go now.
Yeah, go ahead.
You see a pretty book with 5 gems on it. You start reading it. It doesn't really have any information on doors, but the gems on the front were pretty.
Right? Can I do another investigation check since I kind of like have unlimited time here?
But do you, is the question.
It feels kind of cheaty.
But it's like I can just take a 10 here, and you guys aren't doing anything, so I'm waiting for you
But
guys.
despite your
to
greatest efforts, you did not find anything on a door. So no, you cannot make another check.
All right then. I go to the police department.
Well, what can we do? Okay,
You guys are doing your own thing. I'm on my own.
I suggest we go back to the thing, and so I can test something.
Alright, you can just go back to the thing if you want.
I'm asking if anyone wants to go with me.
Okay, boss.
I guess the party just goes with you.
Mike and Ella go with you.
Okay, so when we get back down there,
You cut off.
Silent.
So
And
when
then
we get
nothing
back
was said.
down there,
I was not pressing push to talk, was I?
Nope. You
Well,
cut off at I.
What I do is I put a little prick in the palm of my hand, so if there's a little bit of blood coming out, then I stick my hand in the thing.
You-
Again, it lights up for a second, and then turns off.
So it's not a blood sensor.
All of
No,
a sudden,
I'm not.
a religious lantern falls from the sky. You get a sensor.
What now? What?
Nah, I'm kidding.
A sensor? I don't even get it.
CENSER. It's a religious item.
I still don't.
Well, at the police station, I'm
said the
gonna
blood
consult.
sensor.
Oh.
I'm gonna show my insignia and say we need a dwarf and an elf.
Might I ask why? It's the same receptionist, but he seems to give a little bit more of a shit now that you have that insignia on your arm.
There's a door that needs 5 races to touch it, and then we can pass through. It's a secret door, and it's for an operation.
The
understand
elven
that?
man steps into a back room and comes out with a He doesn't bring out an elf, but he brings out a dwarf. Just bring the dwarf. If that's not enough, if that isn't enough, then you can come back and you may have an elf as well. We'd prefer to have as many forces here as we can.
That's fair. That's fair. And Hughes goes to walk up to the dwarf, tries to shake his hand. So what are you doing? Are you doing anything right now?
Well, I'm doing whatever you need me to.
What I want to hear. And then we need to, and then Houston's gonna go walk to the door and kind of fill the dwarf in on the details on the way, keeping in mind that it's not for saving the town and doesn't mention
So,
any time
so you don't mention a mall. Do you mention Mortero?
or either.
Okay. So you're just explaining the door.
Yeah, basically.
Very well. He kind of just listens, and then once you finish talking, it's just a silent walk there unless you say something.
Go back to Rathnash's party.
And so you arrive with a dwarf. Well, quite the party you have here.
Very well.
Isn't that to me?
He's saying that to Hughes.
Can one touches their hands on the door now?
Alright, so
Wait, who's the one who lit up longest for?
well, Mike put his hand on the door, and then Ella put her hand on the door, and then it stayed lit. Both of the lights lit up for a second, and then they turned off.
Okay, I say Mike goes first, then Ella, then let me try.
Are you doing it like time between each, or are you gonna do it quick?
Quick.
Alright, and so the three of you put your hands on the door, light up, light up, light up, and then stop.
So, but all three stayed on the entire time.
Yes.
I think we're finding something. So the order is Mike, Rebecca, Dragonborn. Rebecca was the gnome, right? No.
Ella was the gnome.
Okay, what's Rebecca again?
Rebecca's a human.
What was Mike again?
Mike is a human.
This changes a few things.
You have 5 races. There are 5 gems.
A Dragonborn, though?
But 2 of the gems both lit up because of a human, isn't it?
Ella is a gnome. Rebecca is a human. Ella is the one that touched the hand to the door. Rebecca
sorry,
has
I'm
not
stupid.
touched the door yet.
So it's human, gnome, dragonborn. What's next?
Alright. Wait.
Then you can also have an elf in there if you want.
Well, who wants to try it out next? Who's next order we should go in?
Rathnash, then Rebecca, then Ella, then me, and then the dwarf. Steps. All quickly, let's do it that way.
Very well.
It's a little bit of a roll on your tongue there.
So the 4 of you touch the door, and then the dwarf goes up to the door. However, he doesn't quite reach it at first, and so there's a bit of delay between Hughes and the dwarf, and the lights turn off. However, when he actually does touch his hand to the door, it lights up, stays on for a second, then turns off.
Okay, dwarf goes
Okay.
first because I'll
Let's try
hide.
this
Oh
again.
man,
This
You
time
reach.
I'll pick him up and hold him to the door.
touch it first, and then we don't have to delay. First, and
Make
then
a
everybody else.
charisma saving throw.
Just give me a moment.
For suddenly, without warning, picking up a dwarf.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
He's gonna have to be the most charismatic man in the world.
I don't always drink, but when I do, I prefer those dragons.
Alright, that's a firing. Where's my fire the DM button? Oh. Oh my god.
Rathnash? Charisma saving throw. Never speaks again.
You see, Rathnash is doing a charisma saving throw by not talking. They just silently pick up the dwarf. And no expression,
Just go,
no words, nothing.
Just
Are you good, man?
Yeah, I just rubbed the pocket watch chain against my mic.
Why?
Because somebody else rubbed something against their mic. And so I was trying to communicate.
This makes me think, Harry. It's like Valkyrie, but more thinking.
Heard, what's going on?
You're making a charisma
Charisma
saving throw for, without warning, picking up a dwarf.
Okay,
I want it to be a 20, so it's just like a loving embrace that the dwarf feels for the first time in his life.
we
Oh
become
my
gay.
God.
Of the
Or
buffest
in that
lizard man
one,
I've
you
ever
accidentally grabbed the dwarf's penis.
I accidentally
Well,
crushed him.
actually, that wouldn't be a nat 1 for me. That would be a nat 20. But that's another story for another day.
Okay, so picking a man up by the dick and lifting him into the air by the dick would be a nat 20?
Yes.
I tried to pick him up. I don't think it's gonna work.
Oh no, you pick him up. But he's like, whoa, 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 hey, hey, hey. Warn a
Yeah, he's
lad
like-
before you pick him up.
I put him down and apologized.
He brushes himself off a little bit. It's fine, just at least give me a warning next time.
May I pick you up so you're able to reach the door easier?
Very well.
That's the door, and then we'll go after you. So then it'll be the dwarf, then everybody else.
Alright, so is that what you guys are doing?
Yeah.
So you all touch the door one by one in a quick succession. All the 5 gems light up, and the door, and they stay lit up for a good amount of time. Eventually, you feel a shaking, and the door starts slowly rising open.
Wait, hold on.
Welcome to the world of doors in D&D, where it
No,
takes
no,
30
wait.
minutes to open one.
No, wait, before we do anything else.
Also, I just want to explain what that puzzle was. You just had to have 5 different races put their hand up to the door very quickly. It didn't matter for order.
Yeah, I thought so.
God
damn it.
damn it.
Die.
Oh, I'm gonna tip off the dwarf and say, thank you for your help, man. We couldn't have done it without you.
Why, of course. And the dwarf starts waddling off.
You
And he
what?
waddles away.
Bro,
Dwarfs kind of waddle.
He
And he
was,
waddles
and yet he doesn't expect people to not make fun of him.
the very next day.
That's kind of like the
No,
dwarf's
he
nature.
expects people to make fun of him. He just doesn't expect to be suddenly picked up.
Got him.
All right, let's head into the door then. We just crack the door, and then we find another door with another fucking race puzzle. No.
And then we find a
Hey,
big door
dwarf.
that has like a giant eyeball keyhole on it.
You see another door with an inch-sized hole and 5 very phallic-looking gems.
Phallic.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You didn't find that. You find more tunnel, and as you walk through the tunnel, you make your way outside of the city. However, unlike what Mike had said, there's something there. It's like a fucking mansion.
Oh, lovely. My favorite.
I want you all to make a wisdom check. It's not a save, it's just a check.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Oakley, sir, Mr. Oakley.
the old 10 wisdom check. It's the most neutral check.
I'm
I've
dumb
had
as
in
a brick.
while.
I'm gonna go ahead and also do it for Mike and Ella.
Be right back. Actually, I'll stay for the.
You can go, I'll just wait for you to get back to make the announcement.
Take the track. I just want to hear the information, if there is any.
I'll say the information when you get back. Alright, so. Hughes, you there now, or you actually go?
Probably still has to do this thing.
He went
that
ahead
he's
and
doing.
went, so I'll wait. You back, Arcus?
Yep.
Alright, so. Miles, you, Ella, and Mike, you all realize you have a general sense of where you are just based off of the direction you were walking. You don't know of any mansion that should be in this area.
Who would have guessed?
Like, even having been outside of the town in this location, you've never seen a mansion.
I do a detect magic on the mansion.
Are you gonna burn a spell slot, or do you want to just do an Arcana check? You get the feeling that there is definitely some sort of magic being cast on this mansion. Almost some sort of, like, cloaking magic.
Relay this to the party.
And so
This
now you guys
mansion
know
is
that there's
not what it
cloaking
seems.
magic.
This magic is not.
Can
This
I do a
mansion is not
perception
what.
check?
For just looking in the rune?
Well, something just feels off about this entire thing, like being
So
watched
it's like
or
a
some
giant
shit.
underground mansion.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
So wait, is this like a giant underground mansion?
I'll give you information after I go use the restroom. If you guys need to do anything, go ahead and do it now.
I need to turn on the light and get a drink.
Outside, we're outside the city limits. I think we've arisen from the source, so we're not in the cavern anymore. We're outside.
Whoa.
Alright, sorry about that. I'll wait for Oh, Arcus is back. Okay. Is everyone here?
Yep.
I am.
Alright, so as you guys get into the or Miles, with your perception check, you see a lot of pictures of what simultaneously looks to be a very beautiful and hideous person. Their skin
Simultaneously.
seems very smooth yet very rough. Almost as if there's some scale to it, but also like some very majestic smoothness to it, like an elf's skin.
Hold on now. Scales automatically make someone ugly.
No, I never said that. I said it's rough, like scales.
Okay, that's fair.
So it's like a regular
Is that what you
human, but
think?
with scales.
Light scales. It
With
also
something
seems
like
to have like a
scales.
greenish tint to its skin, like not like hideous
Like
green, but
rotted.
like a very mild version of the color you have set for yourself on Roll20.
What?
Like if you look
Oh,
at the
that
bottom,
one.
yeah.
Okay, I
if
see
you,
it.
For those who don't see it, if you look at the bottom of the screen, it has everyone's names. The color of green next to Milty's name.
Work because it reminds him of himself.
It's like it's demonic or some shit.
A slight amount of other race in him.
It seems to also have a tail, but other than that, you don't know what it is.
Lovely.
All you can tell is with the amount of pictures of it here, it's either being worshipped or it has a massive ego.
Or both.
Or both.
Just appreciates their artwork.
Just to make sure I don't notice this because I rolled a 4.
Hey, we can relay this information. It doesn't
Um,
matter.
No, this was his perception check. If you want, I mean, with your passive perception, you would have noticed it because they're fucking everywhere.
I actually rolled my passive perception, which is amusing.
That is pretty amusing.
It's definitely a
So-
trap, but we must proceed for the sake of the city.
I have a few guesses. Maybe this is Mortero.
And then just walks.
'Cause, I mean, we're hunting cultists, and this might be a cultist place, and this is who the cultists want to worship. So, or maybe, okay, now I'm just spitballing ideas here. This was like this thing was like the prototype of this first perfect race that we heard about. So it's like that's why it's everywhere. They're like, behold, the Messiah of a new era to come. You know.
If it is, then we are in grave danger. But we are not here for Mortero. We are here for the cultist, for the mole inside the government.
Why not both?
Let's just proceed. And
Oh, I'm
then
surprised
can
no
we
one-
enter the mansion?
Surprised no one has pointed out what I posted in the general chat.
Oh no, I saw it.
Oh, that, yeah, I saw it.
You just didn't dignify me.
Nope. So you're going inside the mansion, right?
What do you guys think? I don't know. It's like a trap. It's definitely a concealment.
I'm down with this.
Ella says,
Yes.
wait. Hold on 1 second. And Ella's going to make an investigation check. Before you actually enter.
She knows. She knows something.
Ella takes one of her... What does she have, anyway? Alright, She takes one of her daggers and kind of, like, slides it along the floor. And so... And it stops, like, just before the door. She kind of takes her rapier, lifts up the dagger a little bit, pushes it forward, and it sinks a little bit. And arrows come flying out of the wall.
Well then,
Oh, he
Okay,
just solved the trap.
I think we
hold
are
out.
clear.
I hold out my shield just in case.
1 second.
And Rebecca, Math Nash, and Mike are in front. I'm in the middle, and Rebecca and Ella are in the back. Same order as the tunnel.
Rathnash, how heavy are you?
Wait, what now? What's about me?
That's a good
How
sign.
heavy are you?
Oh, boom. I'm 300. Wait. Pounds, I guess? 300 pounds?
You step forward to where the dagger was. You sink down a little bit. And a little bit more. And you hear a snap as the pressure plate breaks underneath your pressure.
So, is that a good thing?
You're not being shot with arrows, so
So I broke the trap?
seems like it.
That already just set off. That's what happened.
Well then. I guess being a fat fuck does help sometimes.
Look at you! And then...
Alright, and so you guys proceed into the mansion. There is narcissism in the air. There are so many pictures of this fucking thing. They all must have taken hours to paint. There's probably several days worth of painting in this room alone.
Can I take a moment to contemplate the art?
What are you contemplating about the art?
The deeper meanings.
Narcissism? Okay.
Go ahead and make a, Hughes, make a religion check. Because you're proficient in religion.
What do I roll to make a contemplating the art check?
You would make a, perception check.
Ooh, it's definitely Mortero. This is what we got to. A swatch of the painting and roll it up. The identification for...
I have no idea what any of it means. I'm just standing there with my hand on my chin like,
The art becomes less and less meaningful as it just becomes a bunch of dots on a canvas.
Could it perhaps be about the Renaissance? I just start listing off random shit that has nothing to do with anything.
So as Rathnash is just listing off this list of garbage, Hughes, you just look at the paintings and try and get something out of it. But Rathnash just going on and on and on makes it difficult for you to think, and you just lose your train of thought.
Hughes is going to take the painting off the wall, take the canvas, roll it up, and put it in his pack.
All right. So.
Okay, I guess.
For if somebody needs an ID.
Also, I need to go mute for a bit because I need to make a call. But I'll still be here. Just mute.
All right.
Yourself and we'll listen. You'll hear us. All right, so let's proceed down the hall. Keep going.
Proceed.
So you keep going down the hall of the mansion. There are probably about 3 doors in this hallway.
I still have my shield out.
Gonna have Ella do another investigation check.
Okay.
She says it looks clear. I think we can go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, if there's 3 doors, do they have keyholes that we could look through?
Make an investigation check. You look through one of the keyholes. You see an empty room. There's not. It's kind of hard to see any sort of substance to it because you're looking through a fucking keyhole.
There's no movement. Yeah, it makes sense. I'm going to open the door then.
Make a dexterity save. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Okay, I was going to say, we both had the same idea at the same time.
No, you just take the damage. It's fine. I'm kidding. You go into the room. It seems it's just an empty room with a grand piano.
Proficiency with piano, so I'm not going to touch that with a stick. And then I'm going to go to another room and do the same thing with the investigation check and check through the door, the hole.
Do it. Again. You see a keyhole, you look through a keyhole. Nothing.
Once, and then I'm going to walk through the door.
You go in. You find a lot of bird cages. Just a lot of bird cages.
Just walks out of the doorway. This room is a shunted-in metaphor, and then closes the door. And then he's going to go to the third, and he's going to go to the third and do an investigation check. Metal door.
Wait, there's just a room full of birds?
No, bird cages.
Oh.
This puzzle might be a little difficult for you guys, by the way.
It's a puzzle? Oh, shit.
So you go in, so you look at it, and you don't see anything. You see, there's a bit of dust in the keyhole, and it gets in your eye a bit. You rub it out, and you don't see anything.
Rathnash goes into the birdcage room and tries to fit in one of the bird cages.
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, shit.
Please.
God damn it!
You try and climb into
Get
one of
fucking
the...
got. Sorry.
Well, you try and climb into one of the bird cages. However, it starts to fall, and you don't get out of the cage in time. And fuck. Oh.
Did I break the
You
puzzle?
take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground.
Back.
Radlash fell with their head inside of a cage.
I never said I was going head first.
Well, that's how you ended up going in, because you made a 4 total on your dexterity saving throw.
They should have to do a constitution save to see if they don't get knocked out.
They're a barbarian, they are fine.
It's a joke.
I want to open the third door.
Alright, so you open the third door. You see a lot of sheet music.
I inspect the sheet music to see what it's from.
Go ahead. It just seems to be a bunch of unrelated pieces. Not from anything in particular.
This is going to go back into the piano room and a piano.
You're doing what?
And try messing around with the piano. See if it yields anything.
Just roll a d20. Hughes, roll a... Okay.
I did, yeah.
You play the piano a bit. It's not the greatest, but you play the piano a bit. Nothing happens. Except for music. Music kind of happens.
Can I go in his room and play the piano too?
Go ahead and roll a d20.
Oh, please, my ears. It's going to hurt.
Hughes was a little bit better at playing the piano. But you also play the piano. It's not the greatest, but you play it. Nothing happens.
Can
Back.
I... You
I'm
know,
not gonna lie though, I low-key stole this puzzle from another game.
can I...
Like an actual video game, if that gives you guys a hint or anything.
I wanna...
Okay, here's an idea.
Oh wait, no, it wouldn't be that game because then we would all be dead by now.
Is this from Danganronpa?
Nope.
It's the only game I know that you play.
I don't know why, but I thought it would have been Mizal for a second, but that doesn't make sense.
Wait,
Nope.
wait, you played Misao?
Huh?
No. I'm talking to Medic. Have you played Miso?
I have not played Misao. Miles thought the puzzle was from Misao, but no.
For a brief second, and then I realized that wouldn't make sense because then we would already be dead.
Okay, so let's. I'm gonna go back into the cage room, not stick my face in one this time, and just like I'm going to listen. Just go in there and listen.
Roll a perception check.
I'm getting somewhere. Swear to God, if I get another 2, I will actually.
You hear a little bit of faint music.
Aha! Can I discern what the tune is?
Enough to where if you were to like sit down with a piano and like poke at the keys a little bit, eventually you would be able to play it.
I go do that.
Alright, so you guys watch Rathnash come in and start playing the piano. Miles, you recognize this as the song you were just playing.
Yep.
It makes me think.
I check the back inside of the piano, like open up the back bridge to see what the strings look like.
Go ahead. I'm gonna laugh my ass off if you guys don't solve this by the end of the night.
I don't understand what are we asking for?
So you go in and you go in and look at the back of the piano. Nothing.
Oh, you motherfucker! I know what game it's from. I have a theory of what game it's from.
Where's it from?
Should I say?
Go ahead. If
Is it a game that Cry has played?
yes.
You motherfucker!
Oh, is it that
Sports
one?
Party?
Is it
Oh.
Detention?
No.
Fuck.
Aoni?
No.
Probably not, but might as well ask. Okay.
Oh, wait. Is it White Day?
No.
I'm gonna go inspect that sheet music a bit more, and I'm gonna like find the deeper meaning of it because I don't know what's next. Is there anything else other than these 3 doors in this hallway?
No.
Oh, wait. It wouldn't be from a Resident Evil game, would it?
Nope.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Alright, so go ahead and make your, Hughes, you said you were gonna be investigating something, or?
Investigate the sheet of papers to see if there's anything behind them that was
Investigation check. Just seems to be a couple of notes just going on and on.
God, why does Cry have to have played so many things?
check to see
Laura, I
if
don't
there's
even know
anything.
if you would have watched this Let's Play that Cry did.
So it's one that you would have expected me not to watch.
No, I don't
Side
know. I don't know if I would have or would have not expected you to. Are you insight checking the sheet music?
Check, but I'm just saying no. Actually, I didn't forget I did anything. Bird cages to see if there's anything special about them.
Go ahead and...
I refuse to just guess at random. That's not what I'm gonna do.
You see the word cage carved into one of them.
I swear to God.
They persuade Ella to walk into this cage.
Ella backs away slowly. I'd rather not climb into a cage, thank you.
Okay. You
Shove 'em in.
don't have to answer this question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Was it an RPG Maker game?
It was not an RPG Maker game.
That helps me.
Salt the Rock. We need to bring our top expert on this.
Anybody here know how to read sheet music? Asks Dave the Rock.
Can I do an insight check?
On Dave?
Never mind. 'Cause no matter what I do, that's not gonna come up with anything useful.
If you guys don't get it by 6:30, I'll tell you.
That's like That's like an hour and 30 minutes from now. Whoa. Okay.
It's 6:16 for me.
Yeah, 6:17 for me.
Piece of joke. Oh, was that not a joke, Arcus?
Wait.
I'm 5:17.
No.
I'm in CST, so I'm an hour.
No,
behind.
I know. I know you're in CSC. I was just thinking that I was.
So for the for Milty and Arcus 5:30, for me and Mars 6:30.
I don't. Silent Hill 2?
Nope. Are you just looking through every game that
I-
Cry's played?
I specifically said I would not say them out at random. I'm thinking of what would be logical. I'm not.
Every single video in like a 20 times 100 speed.
Was it this video sends a link to Cry's channel?
So,
It's not Night in the Woods, because I've played Night in the Woods.
I played Night in the Woods with you, so...
I'll go in the cage.
Alright, dexterity saving throw to not knock the cage over. You knock the cage over.
nice.
You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
All I can do, like, that would help. Tired.
Hughes, while you're climbing in the cage, make another investigation check. You notice a little bit of space between the letters of the word cage carved into the cage. Like if somebody was writing the word cage, you feel like the letters would be closer.
E A G is on a piano.
I have a few more guesses, but I think
I'm
I'm
gonna
stop
type.
guessing.
Press
Wow.
keyboard
You're
in
gonna.
accordance to CAGE.
The game the puzzle was from was BioShock Infinite.
I was thinking that was one of the ones I was considering.
You play CAGE.
Absolutely know where this puzzle's from. Damn it! I knew it. I knew it all along.
And the wall opens up. And there seems to be a bunch of documents behind the wall.
This was the mission not the mission, but this was the part of the game where you have to. I knew it. Fuck, I knew it. Okay,
I
good
literally
puzzle.
just came up with that puzzle on the spot. I'm proud of myself.
Let's go read those documents.
A lot of them make an investigation check, actually, before I say that.
Is the supreme.
There's a lot of fucking documents in here, so I'll just tell you. A lot of them seem to be, sort of like official business documents. And some of them
Okay.
reference the amalgamation project. However, there's more information here than you knew. They did get a success on the amalgamation project. However, the subject of the project seemed to flee the experiment and went into hiding.
The subject name.
It just says Amal. They only really refer to the subject as Amal.
Fuck. Well, that was the name of the dude. The dude who was like them all.
Yes, it was.
Fuck.
You guys.
So
good
Amal
job.
was a city council member, and he was member who was also the supreme head of the cultist, who also lead the amalgamation project. I'm guessing to start his own religion, and
Rebecca, make a perception check.
Rebecca.
Rebecca,
What?
make
No,
a perception check.
Perception?
Yeah, because you're actively looking at the documents. Alright, I'm gonna take you to a private channel real quick. So you remember how you stole one of the cloaks?
Yeah.
There's symbols on the documents of the Amalgamation Project that match a symbol that you saw on the cloak.
Rebecca.
Oh, this is interesting. The plot thickens.
Ba, ba. Dramatic chipmunk.
Dramatic laugh.
Muahaha.
But I can't.
Seconds.
Ella eventually asks, "Okay, I'll ask then. What's interesting?"
What's interesting?
Well,
Oh yeah.
it would appear that the cultists have something on their cloaks that are very similar to the symbol in this here book.
Look like medic.
So we found the connection of this project to the
Fuck, I actually didn't even design the symbol.
Okay, good. I thought. For a
I'll get
second,
it. I'll draw it out and get it to you guys later.
lazy.
That symbol was magical. I can't believe they put a unicorn in there. A dolphin too? What the hell were they thinking? Then they
Writing
have
this-
Rathnash on the side?
Wow, they put the entire U.S. Constitution in this one symbol.
You said a dolphin too, right?
The entire U.S. Constitution.
What?
You guys think I'm kidding.
That's why it's funny.
I'm being serious though. I'm gonna design it somehow with a unicorn and a dolphin on it.
Die.
Without my
That would just simply be a narwhal.
No, separate entities.
Well,
Die.
sure, you take their suggestions, but not mine.
I also am going to have the entire U.S. Constitution rolled up on the thing.
You know, I'll accept that.
It's not going to be the greatest drawing, but fuck it.
Okay, I think that's where we end off the session, right? Because it ends in
No,
like
we still
5
got
minutes.
this fucking hour.
It ends in an hour, motherfucker.
Okay. No, we're still good. All right, so we have our mission. We have Amal, which is the name of the mole. All the names we've been getting. So, and we have proof it's Amal.
Can we use this as proof against them all, or will the council say it's just a coincidence?
By the way, I am going to end session at 7 tonight, just so I can get Rathnash leveled up.
That's fair.
At 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also running out of stuff because you guys are fucking fast.
Well,
Oh wait, that's earlier than normal. Oops.
Except when it comes to typing Cage onto a fucking piano, because the GM is a lazy fuck and steals the puzzles.
Hey, if it's a stolen puzzle, it should have been quicker. Because you guys would have known it.
The reason it was doable in Bioshock is because we could see what was going on.
Not argue about it. So we have to. So is this document sufficient proof?
You don't know.
That's what I'm at. So do we consider
Bye, Hughes.
Do we consider it? Do you think they'll take it as sufficient proof? And should we continue looking around? Are there any more paths to take?
It doesn't seem like there are any more paths to take from the entrance you guys came into. I feel like it's a rather large building, but it seems like a lot of it is closed off from the way you guys entered.
Okay, let's go back and look around some more.
Is the entire mansion just this hall? There should
No,
be
there's
more
more to
things.
the mansion. It's just one. It seems like everything is closed off from this section of this mansion. And two, I'm still a lazy fuck and haven't designed the mansion. And plus,
Totally
and
gonna
three,
loot this mansion,
if you guys
but
meet them
that's
all
not-
now, you might get your asses killed.
I'm going to take that to assume that he's very strong. Wait, does that mean he's in this mansion?
So I was hoping we could go loot something, but no, I guess not.
I mean, you can try and loot a piano.
Oh, we can loot
Can we try to loot a piano? Rathnash.
If you want to, go ahead.
Let me look at something real quick, though.
I don't have any moral disagreements with you looting a piano.
Goodbye, Hughes.
Of course.
Hello, Hughes.
I didn't hear anything. What'd you guys say?
They're trying to loot a piano.
Yeah. And I'm allowing him.
Keep in mind, you guys have a bag of holding.
Oh, sweet. Let's stuff it in there.
Let's just take the entire piano.
Let me check the bag of holding real quick. Or let me check a piano real quick.
Let's just take the whole fucking piano.
It should sell for a lot.
Yeah, it's a pretty good piano.
Anybody we care about.
What?
As far as we know, this is a trap.
Oh my god, I think
Fucking
the piano's gonna fit in the fucking thing.
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna piano man.
Nope. You try and put it in, however, the bag refuses to hold it as the piano is too heavy.
Give me my pen. Don't try to put a piano in the dang bag of holding.
The bag of holding can hold a maximum of 500 pounds. A grand piano weighs anywhere from 500 pounds to 800 pounds.
Ah.
Well, I should have 500
Destroy
to
this dang bag
1200.
of holding.
Okay, then we gotta go back to town and go check out who this Amal person is with the government.
Well, so Medic said he could probably kick our ass right now. Is that a good idea?
Mansion.
We need to not get our asses kicked. For the
Keep in
matter
mind-
of it,
You guys are one party member short right now, and I designed this encounter to be a 6-person encounter.
So we're under.
Are we going out? Is
I
going
still
outside
vote-
mean there's an encounter?
I still vote we sneakily look around this mansion some more.
There's nowhere else to really look around.
Well, okay, let's go back to town. But let's be discreet about it. Let's not make it too apparent that of what we found.
Carrying a piano out of the mansion. Let's be indiscreet as we carry a piano. Nah, I know you guys aren't taking the piano though. If you do want to try and loot, you can make an investigation check.
Oh baby, roll a 20.
You find 4 copper.
Hey, a beer.
The piano?
Hey, a beer!
Yeah.
You're just holding the 4 copper, it just turns into a beer.
Well, that's the middle. That's cutting out the middleman.
Anyone else want to try and loot?
Oh no, I'm good. I'm alright. Rathash isn't really a looty type.
Rebecca, you
He's a
looting?
Looty tooty aim and shooty type.
Nah.
Alright. Even though you stole fucking sausage.
It's all mine. Only mine. Nobody else can have this sausage.
Have you eaten them yet?
No. They're probably rotted by now.
Wait, can I
No.
do an
No.
investigation or whatever check? See if to try to smell the sausages.
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Okay. Perception. Oh yeah. What does disadvantage mean?
You roll twice and use the lower of the 2.
Well, you can still go lower, so you gotta roll again.
Oh, there we go. You smell a sausage. In your own bag.
No, I ate the rest of my sausages.
No, you ate a few of your sausages.
I ate the rest
You
of my
ate-
sausages now?
Didn't you eat like 3 of them? Gave 2 away and you had bought 8?
Yeah, that's a good point. Can I eat the last 2?
You eat the last 2 sausages. You smell sausage. On your breath.
Oh no, my sausage breath. Okay, so I guess we go back to town.
Of course.
So what now? I need ID. I
Hughes goes to the police station and goes to the receptionist and says, "We need to talk to the people. We have information."
The receptionist, oddly enough knowing what you mean by the people, calls in the people. And they bring you back into the back room you were in previously. Yes?
we found a book.
Let me talk now. We found information regarding an Amal and a god named Mortia.
A mall, you say? I was afraid of that.
Apparently, he was part of a project that he fled from.
The
And then I'm going to give the documents
Amalgamation
over.
Correct.
Know more about it than we do. Drops the paper on the desk.
He reads over the document. We never knew this information. Where did you find this, anyway?
There's a cloaked mansion, not really a mansion, outside the city limits,
Make a persuasion check.
concealing magic on it.
And how exactly did you find a concealed mansion?
No, let me finish. Let me think. I have detect magic on me, and I checked it.
Well, no, it was the door.
The door
That wasn't the door.
The door led to
It
the
was that-
mansion.
Yeah, and that's how it was hidden.
And
Clearly
the
going to
door.
the door, like it got, made the magic.
You explain
not...
this.
We found a door. We were able to do the code, and we got in.
Make a persuasion check, Rathnash. Which you shouldn't be very good at. Right. You know what? Why
Do
don't
you
you?
need any-
Why don't you just show me this mansion?
Okay.
By the
Back to that
way,
match.
he's a human.
But what? Well, so what? What about him being a human?
The door's shut.
What?
The door. It's shut.
What would?
Okay.
The magic door that took 5 people of different races to open, shut.
It's shut forever now.
Until you open it again.
Oh, we can just. Oh fuck! We need the.
He's
dwarf
a
back.
human.
Get
We need the
elf-
dwarf back. We need to borrow the dwarf again.
It's his day off.
No, it's the same day. He snaps his fingers and the receptionist
It's-
comes in.
Anyway,
They're asking for a dwarf. Oh. I know who they're asking for. And he goes back for a second. After a minute passes by, he comes back with the same dwarf. Do you guys need me to open the door again?
Yes.
And around like crazy.
Very well. Let us go.
And I was mad at the chapter as well as mad.
So, for simplicity's sake, I'm going to say, you guys go there, you open the door, yada, 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 and you show them the mansion.
Cliff Note version.
Yep. Huh. I never knew this was... He starts looking around the mansion. It is rather small, though. Only 4 rooms, wow. One of those in the hallway.
Wow.
Like, who you tell?
He sees the wall opened up in the piano room.
I think that's something.
And starts looking through the documents. Yeah, this is a mall.
Take the shower.
Although, he turns back to you. I trust you on this, but still there's no incriminating evidence here against him.
Okay.
Which is what we need to find. So
Yep.
how do you have any suggestions about how we go about doing that?
If you can find some sort of tie between him and that cult, then that could give us enough of a tie. Or enough of
Just
proof.
thinking.
if he can
Well-
find a tie, that'll give us enough of a tie. So
Well,
it's
hold
like,
on, there's that whole symbol thing, right?
Symbol thing?
Oh, I was talking not in character.
Okay.
But there's that whole symbol thing with, like, you know, saw in the book. Or the sheets or whatever, that symbol.
We have the symbol on the, every symbol on their cloak, and that cloak and that symbol is also.
What?
And I started
Come on, guys.
picking up garbage in your room. Let's go.
there's no garbage left.
And you need to do some homework.
Well, I'm a bit of an impasse there.
We can call session here, Miles. I was
Oh,
actually
yeah.
at
Only
a
20 minutes
stalemate anyway. Of what the fuck to do. Because I don't want you getting in trouble for this. So
Let's
yeah.
do that then.
We'll
We already
wrap up
figured out
session
most-
here. And so I'm saying this now at the very end of the recording so that I actually remember to do this. The session ended with them with everyone talking to the head of the guard trying to convince him that Amal is a bad guy. And